Today, welcome to the GDOE Varsity Esports League. You are watching Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Action. Today we have a match between the JFK Gold team and the Okkodo Red team. My name is Ken, and I'm joined by my co-commentators today, the very luscious Aiku and the great Adrian Cabradelia. Guys, how are you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Doing good.
So we are going to start the match off with the third seeds from each team, and JFK Gold and Okkodo Red, they're both third and fourth respectively in the league, so they're at the top of the ladder pretty much, looking to climb and into the first and second place spot. Do either of you have any feelings of who you think might win the matches today?
I think the players to look out for would be Technician from JFK and Caps 2 and Pokedrans are from Okkodo. Since both of them are regular tournament goers outside of this varsity, they did attend the Laddie Esports League last year, so they have an idea of how these tournaments go.
Awesome. We're about to start with the first match between Zellfire and Atomic Pancake. They're just working on the stage select right now. Adrian, I know that you coach Okkodo. Any things you can say about Atomic Pancake? What has impressed you the most about him as a player?
I feel like he's one of the players that have potential. Definitely needs a little bit more improvement, but I see if he's still doing what he's doing right now, I feel like he could be better.
Awesome. We are just moments away. Shout out to all the viewers who have jumped in to help support this local endeavor. Remember, this is a GDOE pilot program, so with the quarantine keeping all the kids separate, cutting their school year short, GDOE has done numerous different things to help support their student body. One of these things is this 9-meet Esports League, and we are going to get that first match between...
Normally.
Sorry, that was kind of loud. Maybe turn those alert box off. But yeah, we're going to get our first match started between Zellfire and Atomic Pancake. It's all you guys. You guys take it away from here.
Okay, so Wolf versus Yoshi. This is kind of an interesting matchup between the two. One of our top players, Slide, does main Wolf, so he'd probably have a lot more to say about the character specifically. But what about you, Adrian? How do you feel about it?
I feel like Wolf can really rack up damage easily against Yoshi, but then it could be hard to kill, especially against Yoshi, because Yoshi is one of those awkward characters where he's kind of heavyweight, and that double jump might be hard for him, might be good for him to get out of Wolf's pressure situations. And yeah, on top of that, he has a good out of shield option.
Yeah, another thing about Yoshi that's pretty awkward is his air mobility. Wolf is one of those characters that kind of thrives off like single hits, trying to force approaches, punish you for it. But Yoshi is kind of a character that kind of abuses his really good air mobility. He can fade in and out with that really fast and meaty nair. So we'll see how Atomic Pancake is able to play around that. Okay, so alright, looks like Zellfire managed to get the first stock.
Really good forward air to up air, and I think this is one of Wolf's weaknesses right now. Like especially with heavy characters, it might be difficult for Wolf to get the kill.
Yeah, I think now a back throw might be able to take a stock if he manages to get one.
Definitely.
And up smash out of shield. Yeah, Wolf, from my understanding, has pretty decent out of shield options, just like Yoshi, including that up smash or F tilt, down tilt, or yeah, most of his tilts really.
I think a really good thing to note too about Yoshi is like, you know how a lot of characters have like this bubblegum shield going on? Yoshi's you can't shield poke him at all because it's like it covers his entire body.
Yeah.
Alright, we're seeing some chase downs from Wolf, getting the lead pretty. He's getting it back for sure.
Yeah, even though he lost the stock first, he was able to pick things up, and I think he's starting to pick up on Zellfire's habits really. So okay, lands with the back air. Okay, so like another interesting thing is that armor that Yoshi has on the double jump. So I think edge guarding is also going to be a pretty tricky task for Atomic Pancake. He can kind of just power right through that laser that he's going to rely on. Oh, nice up smash right after the falling there.
And then I think that one of the core things when you're going up against Wolf is you want to keep Wolf in the air because he doesn't have much options other than landing there. Oh, and that up smash, closing out the stock and getting the life lead.
Yeah, I think one thing that's really good about Wolf is like the fact that the up smash is kind of like a scooping hitbox. Like, you know, in the beginning animation, he kind of like spins around a little bit, and then he just kind of scoops you. So Zellfire has to be careful about throwing out a lot of attacks because Yoshi does not have a lot of ranged attacks. He's mostly like a close quarters character. Unlike Wolf, who has, you know, a little bit of range, you know, for a close quarters character. So Zellfire has to be careful with throwing out attacks, otherwise, just like how Atomic Pancake got the stock, you could just kind of barely outreach him and take a stock.
We're seeing some ledge trapping going on. Wow, what a good down smash shield. I didn't expect for down smash to be so fast.
Yeah, it's kind of a common thing around, it is a common thing for most characters, where the down smash is like their fastest, but they're, you know, maybe not their strongest smash attack, but it definitely does its job.
Yeah, for that situation there, and considering the fact that Wolf is kind of the lighter aspect of characters, makes it a little bit easier for Yoshi to close out stocks.
Okay, but speaking of closing out that stock, Atomic Pancake, like, once again, able to just scoop him from landing with the up smash. The up smash is definitely a great asset for this one game. So Zellfire definitely has to be careful upon landing.
I feel like for the Zellfire's changes into his game plan, I feel like he should chill out a little bit more and probably pick a stage where he's able to like use the stage to his advantage, like maybe Town and City, so that way he can chill for a bit and find an opening against Wolf.
Yeah.
So, Adrian, are you saying that the multiple platforms or like the far spread out platforms help Yoshi more in that situation versus
Definitely.
Wolf?
Definitely. Oh, and we see a change to Kirby. I feel like this is for comfort.
Yeah, I'd say Yoshi is the better character overall, because Kirby lacks a huge asset that Yoshi has, and that's mobility. Kirby is one of the slower characters, but Kirby does have a pretty good combo game. And because of the multiple jumps, he's able to just kind of gimp Wolf, who has a really poor recovery. So we'll see if if the combo game and the punish game is worth the counter pick.
Yeah, we're
so
kind of
Kirby's now able to get the laser too.
Definitely a good neutral tool, using Wolf's gun against him.
Yeah, that laser is probably one of the better projectiles. It's fast. It does pretty good hit stun.
So
Yeah,
what else does Kirby get from Wolf? Just the projectile? Is that the one thing he gets? And the nice haircut?
Yeah, and the eye patch.
Oh, that is sick. I didn't even know that. This is my first. I didn't even know that at all. Wow.
Yeah, he has like hats for like every character. But it looks like the punish game for Kirby is actually paying off. Ooh, that was a bad spot dodge.
I think that's good because like Kirby may lack the mobility that Yoshi has, but the combo and kill power is kind of there. It's just the only weakness right now is Kirby is one of the lighter characters, especially lighter than Wolf. But this is still working out for Zellfire for sure.
Yeah, Zellfire's movement seems a lot more comfortable actually with Kirby, in my opinion.
Yeah, Yoshi is a pretty awkward character to play, as opposed to Kirby, who does have a pretty basic kit. So I think it's another factor. So it looks like both of them are pretty desperate for the next kill. They're throwing out a lot of smash attacks, but Atomic Pancake just manages to whiff punish that F smash. Kirby's smash attacks are pretty okay. They have decent range, but it doesn't mean Zellfire should just keep throwing them out left and right.
Yeah,
mentioned-
it's one of those.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Adrian. Go ahead.
It's one of those trade-offs. Yeah, this character has really good smash attacks. It has good kill power, but it's heavily unsafe. So you would have to fish out, or like you had to find a way to bait an opponent into your smash attacks.
Yeah. So, ooh, that was a poorly DI'd, poor DI from Atomic. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he even knows too much about the matchup. He's kind of falling for, you know, just too many like you say tricks. He didn't really DI that up throw that well. He almost got gimped at the very beginning of the game. So maybe I think this Kirby counter pick is working very well for Zellfire. Okay, I think Atomic might have wanted to do a down smash while he was trying to recover. And another up smash. Okay, now I think he's starting. I think Zellfire is starting to pick up on his reliance on up smash. See, he throws out again, doesn't land. Okay, now that time it was an overcommitment and eats the up smash for it. So we keep saying that Zellfire is doing a lot, pretty good in this game, but Atomic isn't that far behind. Only about 40%, which isn't that bad.
And seeing how Wolf can easily rack up damage again against Kirby, for sure, this is pretty much even at this point.
Yeah, and now Atomic has the lead again. Ooh. Yeah, it's another thing. Kirby's down air, although it's a good combo starter, it is very risky, and the combos aren't always true. So if he overcommits and tries going for like a smash attack right after the down air, and it's not the right percent, then he could eat a lot of percent himself.
Yeah, and we're seeing it right here. Zellfire is like had the lead for a good portion of the match, but now it's like on edge.
Yeah, too many overcommitments is about to cost him the game. And the set, actually. Oh, this might be the finishing throw. It is not. Zellfire is still hanging on. Again, it's amazing to see like how much control was lost just from one overcommitment. And Atomic is able to make a pretty decent comeback.
Yeah, it definitely felt like
had
Zellfire was had most of that round, but then Atomic was just really stayed vigilant and was able to poke his way back into that matchup, it seemed.
Yeah, that's the important thing. Even though you're at a deficit at the beginning of the game, the first stock does not determine the rest of the game. I mean,
definitely. And we're going to get the second players into the teams, Seed B. So with that, JFK takes game one. They're going to go up 1-0 here as we wait for the next two players. Let me get them for us. Do you guys know anything about the next two players that are coming up?
I believe the B players is Talos and Pokedranzer. That's true. Yes, I actually do. I think Adrian and I both know these two players. They are also regular. Talos is also a regular in the Guam fighting game tournaments. Talos, I believe. I don't know. Talos has jumped around quite a. Yeah, Pichu. Yeah. But he's jumped around. He's jumped around a lot of characters. He originally
I think he's one of those. He's one of those players that also made one of our PR players like have some trouble. I believe Sly had some trouble against Junior.
Yeah. I've actually lost 2 sets to him myself, so he's pretty good. And he's also one of our ranked players. I believe in the first PR, he was ranked number 10. And in our most recent PR, he was, I want to say, in the top 20. He was in the top 20. I'm trying to remember his exact rank.
So definitely Talos is one. Talos too. He's also a veteran of the tournament scenes. We know him mostly due to Okkodo tournaments that he and Pokedrancer hosted, but definitely a familiar face.
Yeah. And what's interesting is before the whole quarantine period started, the plan was to have like at least one tournament a month or one every 2 months at Okkodo. So either way, if you're looking to enter these tournaments, and once the quarantine's all like settled and over, then maybe they might be able to restart that series up again. So if you're interested in entering these tournaments, definitely check it out. So it looks like we're gonna go ahead and start. We're doing Pac-Man versus Incineroar. I was not expecting this.
Yeah, none of us expected this matchup. This is gonna be very interesting. We have a weird character versus a straight up powerhouse.
Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting. Pac-Man is definitely a zoner by like every definition. And Incineroar is the complete opposite. He loves to get into your face and just rack up as much single damage. Oh, already some shenanigans going on with the hydrant and the trampoline.
Wow.
Wow, that up smash killed that.
Raw up smash.
This is one of the. I feel like this is the closest character that we can see to Street Fighter. Like Incineroar really reminds me of Zangief.
Oh yeah, he's a very good grappler too. He has a very good down throw. His side B basically is a good command grab, a really powerful command grab. And it's about to get even more powerful if he manages to get doesn't get the kill, but there's still a lot of damage, and he's a stock ahead.
Definitely, and that forward smash. Commentators first.
Yeah. As soon as I say that, he just rushes in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice parry of key. I would not have parried that.
Yeah, that is way too high level. What another up smash.
Another raw up smash.
We're seeing Capsky doing work with Incineroar. Incineroar is one of those characters where he's not a very good character, mainly because of the mobility.
Yeah.
Like, this game favors mobility.
He's one of the slowest runners in the game, so his ground speed is definitely a huge weakness. But with the gimmick of his revenge, like to most people, like it makes it pretty worth it. Like pretty balanced. Kev's trying to hit the hydrant bag, but he keeps missing.
Yeah, I think Capsu is doing a really good job not letting Pac-Man put up shot and using the projectiles against him.
So with these two characters with like totally different archetypes, which one has a distinct advantage in the match?
You're not seeing it now, but most people would agree that Pac-Man has the advantage. Pac-Man has pretty good combos himself. Talos tried to get one started. He has pretty good combos. He has really good zoning capabilities. He can take advantage of, Incineroar's poor movement. But it looks like Capsu, like Capra said, he's not letting Talos like set up at all. Manages to get the dash attack and takes the first game.
Oh, that was a quick first set.
Definitely.
If you're just tuning in, you are watching the GDOE Varsity Esports League happening throughout the month of May. This is Meet 5, the 5th of 9 meets that are going to take place over the course of the month. Group play between Guam's public schools. You're watching JFK versus Okkodo, JFK Gold versus Okkodo Red, and we are in CB match between Caps 2 and Talos. And I guess they're going to just jump right back into it pretty soon, guys.
All right.
Okay, so they're both picking I think it's kind of like I think they kind of agreed to go, I don't know, random characters because I'm pretty sure they're both picking different characters. Either that or just picking stage.
We'll have to see. But I feel like Capsky should stick with Incineroar mainly because it's like kind of overthrowing Talos' way of play right now. Because Talos is known to be like one of those players where he just likes to chill, back off a bit, and slowly chip up damage. But as long as Caps 2 keeps his general game pad of not letting Talos do what he wants, as in a setup shop zone, then Caps 2 would probably take this.
I'd also be pretty entertaining if they went completely two different characters again. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we played this game for 2 years, but we haven't seen almost every matchup.
Okay, now we're gonna see Talus's tried and true electric rat. Not Pichu, but Pikachu.
I think that this is a wise choice because Pichu definitely would have been destroyed by Incineroar.
Yeah,
lightest,
Pichu is the
lightest character in the
second
game.
lightest character, so I'm not sure if you'd want to go for that glass cannon dynamic.
Seeing
So
them,
Pikachu is considered one of the best, probably the best character in the game. So Caps 2 definitely has to do what he did in the first game, just not allow Talus to set up any space, not set up any pressure. He should be fine. Try getting a
trying to
roll
read the
lead.
tag. He was right, but then he was too early.
Yeah.
Going for another forward smash.
Catching the spot dodge with the forward smash, another forward smash. Oh, that would have been really risky if you just went out.
The third forward smash. Wow, if this was any other character that's not Incineroar, he would have been dead.
Yeah. Yeah, since Caps 2 is recovering high as Incineroar, Talus also has to be a little careful, since he could get spiked by that up B and take a lot of damage or even lose a stock for it.
Definitely. But seeing Incineroar enrage is basically the same as like full charge counter Incineroar. All he needs is basically a side B, and Pikachu is off the stage.
Yeah, but it looks like Talus is going for the strategy of just trying to knock Caps 2 in, like, off the stage himself. Since Incineroar has a pretty weak recovery. It's pretty linear, it's slow. Oh, as we're seeing right now, it only took one little Thunder Jolt to seal the deal.
Proof of concept.
Okay, so Talus kind of doing the smart thing, just kind of running away. He has a stock lead. Ooh. Oh, I see what he was trying to go for. He was trying to go for a death combo. But after the first up air, I think he just fully committed, since it was, you know, just ingrained in his muscle memory, and it just did not work out, and he lost his stock for it.
Definitely. I think it's one of those things where you have to play simple, otherwise this may work out against you. Because right now, like, Talus had a really good lead, but then now it's evened up because of that SD.
Yeah. Pretty unfortunate, but I think Talus is sticking with his game plan, just making sure Capsu stays off stage, making sure he takes advantage of his poor air mobility and recovery. Ooh, okay. Catching the landing.
Really good job. Yeah. Wow. Nice forward smash.
Covering a lot of options.
I feel like Talus shouldn't go too much for forward smash, mainly because it's gonna stale. If he were to catch Caps 2 again, he would go for an up. He should probably go for an up smash.
Yeah, up smash is also a really good option. But I think he's also using it to cover like his neutral get-ups, since it does have a pretty long-lasting hitbox compared to up smash. So I think that's all. I think that's another factor that he's taking into consideration.
Adrian, you mentioned that if he continues to use the forward smash, that it'll scale. Can you explain to like new players what you mean by that?
So still, like, imagine if you're spamming a move and then you notice like there's reduced damage and reduced knockback. That's basically what's gonna happen when you use a move too much. So this game discourages you from overusing moves and use other moves. So that way, like forward smash will be unstaled if you use other moves like nair, forward air, or back air.
Sometimes it can help out if like your move's knockback and damage has been reduced, since it does make it a better combo starter. It can help out, but for the most part, yeah, spamming is pretty discouraged in this game. Okay, so again, Talus once again sticking with the strategy, just trying to cover Incineroar's lack of options. Using his long-lasting hitbox, long-lasting F smash. Ooh, gonna eat 67%.
I feel like anything could kill Incineroar right now. Most likely a dash attack from Pikachu.
And I feel like anything can kill Pikachu right now.
Yeah. It's a close match. Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
That was way too close. What a.
Could he have DI'd that?
Maybe, but I just don't think he was expecting the down smash.
So did he just win two in a row?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's 2-0.
Wow. Caps to making relatively quick work of his opponent. And we're going to jump into the next two opponents as we get them soon. But for those of you just tuning in, you're watching the GDOE Varsity Esports League. We're playing some Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. We have a match between JFK and Okkodo Red going on right now, and now we're going to see the two best players from each of the school, the A seeds from each school, go at it. And I'm joined by Aiku and Yo Cabra. Guys, are you excited about this next match? What do you know?
I know that
Definitely.
Technician mains Snake. So,
I feel like-
and he's a pretty polarizing character.
Definitely one of those top tier zoners, and has a huge tournament presence throughout the world. And I've seen PokeDrancer use Robin for the most part, which is not a character you see pretty often.
Yeah, so if we see the Snake Robin, it's gonna be pretty interesting because we're gonna go from Pikachu to Incineroar, who are pretty fast, pretty high-paced characters, to Snake and Robin, two zoners. So we're going back to that archetype.
And pretty sure it's gonna be pretty much projectiles everywhere. But I feel like Technician might be assertive in this matchup.
Yeah,
And
Snake being the
and
overall
get
better
Robin.
character.
Definitely.
But Robin does have like a pretty fair share of tools herself. Him or herself, depending on what alt you use. So from my understanding, I don't think either of these players are on our rankings at the moment, but I think Technician was in the top 20 on the first season, like early 2019.
I've seen both of them at multiple Laddie Esports League tournaments, so they're definitely grinders and experienced with competitive play.
Yes.
Trying to break into the top, though. Trying to get into that PR listing.
Yeah.
I feel like these players have the potential to definitely like break their way into the PR. And
Yeah,
now we're gonna see their
just like we expected,
in
Robin
action.
versus Snake.
But yeah, as we know, most likely Snake is going to be in control of this matchup, mainly because Snake has the better tools. But it's going to be interesting to see how PokeTransfer is going to adapt to Snake's tactics.
Yeah, the great thing about Snake is how much control he can have over the stage, just with grenades, with C4, and his Nikita when you're off stage. The other thing is he also has really, really good close quarters combat tools, like his up tilt, his dash attack. His jab's not that bad. His F tilt's not that bad.
His dash attacks are one of those attacks where it's like has surprisingly good range. And right now we see Snake's ledge trapping in action. There's a C4 right there. He has an up smash set up.
Something that PokeDrancer could be doing is canceling out those grenades with Robin's projectiles. You saw it a few times where Technician would throw a grenade and PokeDrancer would be able to counter it by shooting an Thunder. Yeah, just like he's trying to do right now, but the Thunder goes in a straight line while the grenades can bounce at any angle that Technician wants.
And also in comparison to Snake, PokeDrancer or Robin doesn't have like unlimited grenades like Snake. He has to like recharge his stuff every once in a while.
Very good conversion. See, Robin does have a pretty good setups. You grind it out a lot, and since PokeDrancer is I think just mostly Robin all the time. I think he's pretty. Ooh. I think he ran out of the Elwyn. So like what Cabra was saying, Snake does have an unlimited supply of grenades, but Robin does not have an unlimited supply of magic. So that's also another micromanaging thing for PokeDrancer.
Yeah, he has to restock on these projectiles and his books, but definitely the books and swords can be used as projectiles in a way.
Yeah, they're powerful
just
too.
as a
Okay, good wait for the from Technician, just waiting for him to drop shield. That's another thing. You have to be able to understand a player's habits, like what they do out of shield, what, you know, when they're in a corner, what's the option they most commonly go for. So the next time PokeJander's sitting in shield, he has to be careful. Okay, yeah, I see what Technician was trying to go for. Just like I was saying, like after he got down throw, put in a tech situation, he's trying to see what is PokeJander like? What does he like to do most often in this situation?
I think Technician's also conditioned to like.
Wow, that was sick. That was sick.
Yeah, since he saw that. Okay,
Ooh,
good
nice.
chase.
Get it back.
But since yeah, Technician knew that PokeJanzer would rather shield than just take the hits from the grenades. He's figured that, okay, yeah, I'll just run up and grab since you like to shield a lot. Okay. Technician's trying to land with a grenade, but just eats an up air for it.
Good situational awareness from Technician too. Not letting Robin charge up or anything.
Yeah, because, ooh, nice Nosferatu. I think like a recurring thing about this matchup is they're both trying to see what happens like once they start holding that shield button, avoiding the Nikita just barely. Okay, yeah, Technician probably foresaw like a roll away since that is what PokeJanzer did, but again, seeing that he likes to shield pretty often once he's on the ledge. And it's interesting that he didn't. Yeah, it's interesting that he didn't go for a grab that time. Instead, he went for a tilt attack. I think Technician was already thinking ahead and thinking, okay, yeah, he's gonna choose a different option out of shield instead of just staying in it. He's gonna want to jump out.
So right now, this game is very important because JFK's got 1 point, Okkodo has 1 point. So the winner of this set will clinch the victory for their school, will help them move up the rankings. So anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, that definitely didn't look easy for Technician. For sure, he might have to make some adjustments in between, and he needs to recognize PokeJanzer's habits if he were to close out this game. But PokeJanzer also has an edge. Yeah, this game looks really even right now.
If you're just tuning in, you are watching the GDOE Varsity Esports League happening for the entire month of May. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate action for the high school players on Guam. You are watching the final match between the top seeds of JFK Gold and Okkodo Red. Guys, take it away.
All right, starting off the same stage, same characters. I think PokeJanzer has a good mindset, saying, okay, it wasn't the stage, it wasn't the character. I just need to focus. And I kind of respect plays like that, where you're confident in your character and stage pick. You just know you just got to switch things up.
For sure, and I feel like, yeah, it's definitely doable from PokeJanzer's perspective, considering like how even that match was. It could have been either way for game 1.
Yeah.
But the key
after
thing
like a first
here
game, after a first game like that, yeah, you want to stick to your guns.
and I feel like the thing that's gonna differentiate for these players is like how well are they able to cover their opponents' options.
They have a lot of tools at their disposal to cover multiple options. Ooh, overextending with the up air, and then PokeJanzer biting back. Okay, interesting forward smash. It's kind of random.
Yeah, I feel like he's going for the super hard read. A little too much.
Could have also been a miss
Sometimes...
input. I don't think we've ever seen him like do forward smash. Okay, but PokeJanzer sneaking right through that pressure, managed to slip in a back air for the first stock. Nice read from Technician.
Nice. Yeah, it's these situations where it's crucial for the opponent to recognize. So now PokeJanzer has some control back, getting the momentum back. Look at that down air. Let's see if he's gonna tech chase. Wow, going for the forward smash.
Another read. Yeah, I think that one was definitely a read attempt. Yeah, there's a huge mental aspect to this game as well. It's like what kind of, it's figuring out patterns, figuring out what you can do about those patterns, and then your muscle memory and practice kicks in. Oh, good parry. Doesn't get the up tilt, but does manage to just swat him away with the grenade.
That back air putting Technician in a favorable position. racking up some damage for Robin. Doesn't look too good for PokeDrancer right now. And the up tilt.
Eating the up tilt from the top platform. That up tilt has amazing range. Comes out fast, kills really early.
I'm pretty sure day one is people were like, this up tilt doesn't really do anything. And then surprisingly, Snake has one of the best up tilts in the game, period.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you compare it to Brawl. I think most people were comparing it to Brawl Snake, where the hitbox was like huge. Okay, so it doesn't look like yeah, Technician is playing a little smart. You know, he has the lead, so he's okay. Well, time's running out, or well, we're at the halfway mark at the time, but I could just easily just run away. But
So Snake
good
can't
tech
combo
chase.
off of that throw. He has to use a tech chase.
The down throw after 160%, he does have a true follow-up because of the
So
hit.
up tilt?
There's yeah, down throw to up tilt. But yes, he does have to rely on chasing.
And this is like the difference, this makes the difference between the good players, or the good Snake players and the great Snake players, is that they know how to react to tech situations very well.
Yeah. And so it's another thing that PokeDrancer has to always be aware of. When he's not at the percentage threshold, he knows he has to stay aware about his habits as a player. Okay, keeping him in a shield, that's a good idea. Almost getting that final stock.
Back air to get the force neutral.
Man, these games are really close.
Definitely
Yeah.
one hit, one really good hit, and this is all over. Going for the Thoron, shields immediately.
Oh,
Oh, I think
this
that
might
might
be
be
guaranteed.
it.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, just one small overcommitment from PokeDrancer, and Technician takes the set.
And he clinches it, so JFK Gold is going to win and move up the rankings with the 2-1 victory over Okkodo Red. That was very, very close. All the games are close between all the different seeds. It's good to see this level of competitive play amongst each other. Really liking where the league has been going so far. Guys, what did you think overall about the matches?
I enjoyed watching them all.
I think this
think-
is also like the beginning for these players, because they're still in high school. This is their level right now. Imagine when they get off of college and they start practicing a lot more, or get out of high school and practice a lot more. They're gonna be definitely up there in the PR.
Yeah, and considering some of these players already grind a lot and enter tournaments outside of this league.
So for sure, I'm really looking forward to seeing these players grow, and I feel like they have more potential that could be touched.
Yeah, I think another thing that I liked about this session was there's a lot of different character dynamics and different matchups that we saw. We didn't just see like zoner versus zoner, rushdown versus rushdown. We saw a whole different slew of character archetypes.
And I feel like this will be beneficial for the future, especially because we need to get player matchups down, especially for us top players if you were ever to go off island. So it benefits everybody if people play a diversity of characters.
Yeah, I agree.
Right now, I'm trying to see if we can get one more match, a bonus match between the B teams for both schools. For Okkodo Blue versus JFK Green, but we're just waiting for a couple of players to confirm. But if not, and you're just joining us, you are watching the GDOE Varsity Esports League for the entire month of May. The kids will be playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Hopefully next school year, we get to see them in person playing different games down the line. But at least for the next 2.5 weeks, you are going to be watching a lot of Smash. Guys, what schools so far do you think are showing signs of possibly winning the league this season?
That's an interesting thought. I think JFK1 is definitely a strong team. I think they have a Technician and Talos and is it Atomic. I think all three of them are pretty solid players. I think they all can pull their weight very, very well. So I think that JFK is a team to look out for. I think another team to look out for is definitely Tizen with Renan, a very, very, very powerful player, as we saw in the last stream session.
And as an Ukuru graduate, not biased at all, but I'm looking forward to Ukuru 1, especially from Bill and Bill's Pokedransfer and Caps 2's gameplay right now, and especially Zelfire. I haven't seen him that much, but seeing him from now, I feel like he could be another top player.
Yeah, and speaking of being biased, I think GW is also a
GW
has
is number
Matthew.
one. GW
Yeah.
is number one in the league right now. So
Really?
yeah, and it's pretty interesting considering like they even started the season with only 2 players, and so they already had to forfeit one of their games every time around.
Yep.
But
they did manage to pick up a 3rd player.
They did, and they're sitting on top of the league. So overall, they have the best team, even though they may not have the strongest individual players. And I believe at the end of the season, I am 100% sure after the final playoffs, which will happen at the end of the month, May 29th, we will do an all-star meet with the top player from each school competing in a small 9-man bracket. So we'll get to see the individual best players and see who pops up there. So that should be interesting. You guys talk it up for a little bit. Give me a couple minutes. Let me see if I can grab these 2 players real quickly. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Very exciting matches overall. Aiku or Kai, either one.
Yeah. I enjoyed watching. I mentioned it before, but I enjoyed watching like the different character matchups. We had like Yoshi Wolf. That was pretty interesting. Yoshi and Wolf. Wolf is a character you saw a lot early in the meta, but he's kind of slipped into obscurity. So he had 2 pretty obscure characters, and he had Kirby out of nowhere, and Zelfire's Kirby was doing pretty good work.
Oh,
Then
for
suddenly
sure.
you had unexpectedly Cap2's Incineroar versus Talos' Pac-Man, and I was actually expecting Cap2 to pull out Marth.
Yeah, I feel like if Mart in that matchup, like contextually, Mart would win that. But I feel like again, a lot of these players like to play these characters because they're comfortable with them. So Pac-Man, Kirby, Incineroar, yeah, they may not be the best characters, but it's on the characters or the players' comfort.
Yeah. Same thing goes for stages. I think one good example of that was Pokedransfer versus Technician. Even though Snake Robin is solidly in Snake's favor, I think Pokedransfer did a pretty smart play by sticking with Robin and Pokemon Stadium. It's like you were saying, just 2 comfort picks. He was comfortable about his strategy. He knew, like, he had a solid grasp on his game plan.
Hey guys.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Mr.
sorry. I
Late
got caught up in
commentator Sly
Yeah.
Sereno.
Got caught up in some unfortunate things, but now I'm back. So can you guys catch me up on what happened?
Okay. So I don't know if you can see the scores right now, but I believe JFK was able to take it 2-1 in sets, and all the
Okay.
sets were won 2-0. So
I
we had Atomic Pancake. This is a summary. Atomic Pancake versus Zelfire, and Atomic won 2-0. Talos versus Caps 2. Caps 2 wins 2-0. So now Okkodo and JFK are one up. And then the last set was Technician versus Pokedransfer, and Technician won that 2-0.
Oh, okay, I see.
And all of these games went to last stock. None of the games were really like 2 stocks or completely one-sided. It was pretty interesting.
Hmm.
And I'm not just trying to sugarcoat it either. Like some of these games were pretty. Some of these games were pretty fun to watch.
More than you expected, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So who we have next? You guys are kind of done, but I think I heard something along the lines of bonus matches.
Yeah, I think we were waiting for one of the matches from the B squads, but they're still pending. So we're going to go ahead and have Technician and Zelfire jump into the ring as soon as they confirm they're in the lobby already.
Okay.
Waiting for them to jump in.
And it looks
Let's
like
see
Yo
it.
Cabra's Okay, I'm just
So
gonna
this one
jump
does
off
not.
because
This one
they're-
doesn't count. It's just for. This
Yeah,
is
this one
friendlies.
is just a little fun. We got 17 people in the lobby, so we just want to add a little more value to the stream. Oh no, there we go. We have Cairo Void. He's in there.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he's from the other
Pyro.
JFK team.
Yeah, he's the one who is waiting for a match. Him and Dengue need to replay one of their sets because of
Oh.
incorrect stage pick. So
I see Zelfire and Technician are actually jumping in right now.
that's fine. Well,
Yeah,
let's get to
completely
it.
different, two different characters.
Yeah.
So
No,
Joker
this-
versus Wario. You see this matchup pretty often in international top-level play with MK Leo's Joker and Tweet's Wario, or Gluconi's Wario.
Oh my goodness, okay. Already feeling the lag just a little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
And it's actually hard for both of these characters to play in lag because both of their combo setups are somewhat precise. You need proper landing timings and everything, using your fast fall and everything. You need to make sure that you're on point with your hitboxes in comparison to a lot of other characters because there's like not really as big in comparison to, I guess, some of the average characters.
Yeah. And another cool thing about these two characters is they both have an insane clutch factor built into them. Wario has a powerful waft, and then Joker's win button is activated right now. Arsene.
Oh yeah. And
Both
win
these
button
characters
indeed.
have win button.
But
So
oh my
why
goodness.
what is that?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay,
so
so
that's
it's-
Arsene.
Yeah,
So it-
Arsene basically like accentuates the power of all of Joker's normals and specials, and it's really powerful. They're all really powerful.
Like,
And then, so
okay, so
when I said win button, you can argue that Joker just becomes the top 5 character the minute Arsene comes out, but without
Oh, yeah.
Arsene, he's like average at best.
How do you
Right.
how do you set it up, or how does it come out?
so
you see the
Arsene
meter?
actually comes out when with a meter that you see in the bottom left corner. So the meter increases with every hit that Joker takes, but it also increases with hits that he's dealing onto other characters as well. So it's pretty much rewarding you for getting hit or even just getting hits in general.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
There's also another method. His down special, the Rebel's Guard, is also another way he can rack up the gauge pretty quickly. He does like this stance where he's in this like blue glow, I don't know, posture, and anytime something hits him, not only does he just like reflect it back, but he gets a huge chunk of the meter.
Yeah. And when he gets Arsene, actually, his specials actually change quite a bit. So his side B, the Aha, when he doesn't have Arsene, it goes from, yeah, you see it right there, it goes a good distance, but when he has Arsene with him, it goes all the way across stage.
And it's super fast and powerful. Or at least compared.
And once
Yeah.
the meter fills, Arsene automatically comes out. It's like they can't control. when
Yes.
Yes, it's automatic.
And
So-
it doesn't, it's pretty good too, even if it does come out at like a certain point in time, because if you're idle, you actually are granted invincibility for a short time.
Yes. So it can come in clutch, especially when you're being edge guarded. Oh, and it could also be your device as you're being edge guarded. The Arsene just running out like at the worst possible time.
Oh yeah, because
Oh.
Arsene can go super far out
So-
from.
We are gonna have that extra match between Cairo Void and Dengue. We will be playing it out as soon as this match ends. So
Oh,
get to
okay. that's
enjoy
great.
a little more Smash. And Cairo Void, he's a pretty good player. Daniel Kang, yeah, that's Cairo Void.
Yes.
Yeah, he's also a regular at these tournaments.
And
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to Daniel Kang, who also got accepted into Stanford. That's probably a
Oh,
better feat than you know than the Smash tournament. But you know, awesome.
Yeah, I mean he's not winning these tournaments, but man, you got into Stanford, and that itself is just something
That
that, can't
itself is
compare, you
enough.
know? Yeah. Oh my goodness. So both characters right now actually have their clutch factor. So when it comes to Wario, his clutch factor is actually Waft, his down special. And with that,
It's a huge fart.
yeah, it's pretty much, there's a timer set on that until you can fully charge it. It automatically charges no matter how many stocks you have. And
Oh, there, that was so stylish.
it didn't matter. Didn't matter because he threw his bike and then he couldn't recover back. But,
All right,
But-
so
There
that
you go.
friendly's match is over, and we're gonna. They're redoing the set, or they're just a game.
The game.
Okay.
right. Okay.
So one match between Cairo Void and Technician.
Oh,
Oh,
so
the
blaming on the players here.
Oh,
I think
sorry, Cairo
the-
Void and Denki.
yeah, I think the arena rules are set to free for all.
Yeah. Oh,
Right, so
Wolf
we got
and Ness.
Wolf and Ness.
Okay.
Nice.
Where's
So-
Adrian?
So-
Adrian's a Ness master, right? Adrian plays Ness. You
Yeah,
play
and,
Wolf.
and
Okay.
yeah, and Sly plays Wolf. So
Oh, this is
Okay, so-
this is good.
So I'm telling you right now, this matchup is probably even or slightly Ness's favor. So in terms of how they can interact with each other in neutral, these two can go head to head. But when it comes to off stage, Wolf just cries. Wolf just cries until Ness ends up taking the stock.
yeah, and Adrian's actually left the call, so we can't really get his opinion on this.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure he'd definitely say the same. Considering the yo-yo at ledge, that itself just blocks off so many recovery options.
Ooh, bad air
However-
dodge.
He didn't need to that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I switched screens to check something out, and Wolf lost his stock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was an
this is
unfortunate
very
air dodge.
easy. Okay, so this is actually still in Ness's favor right now, but he can take the stock in just one snap of a finger.
Okay, so the camera's back in call. So we wanted to get your opinion on the matchup between Ness and Wolf, since you and Sly have a lot of experience playing each other in friendlies and tournaments.
I pretty much agree with Brian's opinion, where it's slightly in Ness's favor, mainly because of the way Ness edge guards Wolf is very abysmal. Like he can just yo-yo and pretty much Wolf is done if he's in the lower end of the stage, trying to recover.
Now, if only
just
someone
cry.
in this league played a character I knew, then I could.
Oh. Well, see, there you go. There's the yo-yo. He was walking the dog, and well, this dog actually just barked his last time. Okay. Oh, he's taking a nice lead right now, though. If he keeps this up, he can actually take a
Oh,
stock
yeah.
super early.
A whole stock ahead now. Oh wow, he has a lot of momentum going on right now.
He's showing for the crowd right now. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
If he
okay,
does a
I'm on
PK
stream.
Thunder 2 setup, I'm done. This guy's better than me.
All right, Sly, what does he got? What does he got to do to prove that Dengue is better than you? Huh?
He needs to down smash. Yeah. See?
Oh, there you
Wow,
go.
there you go. Wow.
There.
All right,
see?
Dengue
Oh my
is
God.
better than Sly, confirmed.
I think, yeah, number
Wow.
one player.
All right, so Cairo Void making pretty. I'd say it was a pretty solid game.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was
But
quick.
only solid for him. Oh my goodness, he ran a train.
That was
Especially
that
like,
was a fast game. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Especially with that like pretty interesting string.
Yeah, he just gave him no room to breathe, and that's the problem. Because with Wolf, if you don't give him that room to move around and you keep him in disadvantage for so long, then he just can't really do anything. You need fast buttons like Luigi.
Oh, I think
He
we're playing the
just-
And he
set.
can
I guess
jump.
we're playing the set back.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's do it.
Oh wow. Okay. Why?
Oh, maybe it's,
Okay, switch to Rosalina. Interesting.
Okay, I can see it.
I know Cyro Void named Rosalina back in Smash 4. I don't think I've ever seen his Rosalina outside of friendlies in this game.
I think I know why he switched Rosa. I'm not sure if he saw Tweak versus the Buzz in a recent tournament, but from what I've been seeing in this matchup, it's just as bad with Wolf off stage against this character.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He just has so much control over ledge.
Wow,
If he
what is
sets up
going on?
Luma in the perfect spot, like right there, then he can actually just like do a rapid jab and just keep him there until he racks up enough percent to take the stock.
So it's basically Yo-Yo, but if Yo-Yo is there forever.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my goodness! And if he has
Well, it's
proper,
not there forever because Luma's
Ooh.
gone.
oh yeah. Like, what do you do when I'm gone? Wait for you to
Wait
get
for you to come back.
back.
Oh, Denge unable to recover.
You know,
Okay.
he Cairo Void was doing really well with Ness, so I'm not sure if the character switch was needed or necessary. But then again,
Yeah.
I didn't go to Stanford, so I'm gonna just
Going
assume
for
that he knows
huge
better. you know?
huge brain plays.
Yeah, maybe he's just smart in this, and he's just thinking right outside the box.
Definitely is. Definitely is. Denge trying to.
I mean,
claw his way back in
there
there.
actually is a legitimate counterplay to it. It's like it's kind of like a statement saying, okay, yeah, I don't really need my main. I could just do it with some other character to beat you.
Right. It's almost
Kinda
like the
makes a
mental
statement
game.
like Yeah. Say, oh, I could do it with any character.
Hmm. If he could do it with any character, he should have just hit the random button, no? Oh. But, he has to be careful with that Luma! Yeah, because with the Luma in control, even when it drifts back towards Rosalina, she can still, like, puppeteer, so when it, like, drifts back to her, she can use, like, any move, like forward smash or, whatever. Oh my goodness. This thing is a huge wall that he needs to get past right now if he ever gets a hope of taking the first stock at all.
Yeah, he can get Cairo Void off the stage, but he just can't land that finishing blow.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing that's a bit troublesome for Wolf is, at past certain percents, it's a bit of a struggle to kill with certain moves or even confirms. But here you go, he's
We were actually seeing that exactly what you're talking about with Atomic versus Zellfire.
Okay. Oh, now he's going past the wall of Luma again. Right now, he needs to make sure that he gets rid of Luma or even just separates Rosalina in the time being. He can't let him have all this stage control with this little star. I'm surprised he wasn't ready for that.
Oh wow, going for it.
Okay. Oh, he's just going for all these down smashes, but he's never in position for them. He should actually try to capitalize with maybe less risky punishes. Okay. Now Luma, center stage again. This is not where you want Luma to be. And now,
Oh, Cairo Void just standing there, knowing Denge was just gonna rush in.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. He doesn't go for the dash attack after the forward throw. It's a little DI mix up there.
Yeah, that's another thing about the mental game. I think Cairo Void knows Denge is kind of desperate for the. Oh, okay. Never mind. He doesn't need to get desperate for the kill. Cairo Void was doing it himself.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? You've earned this. Here you go.
As I was saying, it's like when a common mistake that a lot of players make is when they're at a deficit, they tend to get a little too aggro, too hasty. They think, okay, I'm at a deficit. I need to hurry up and closing the gap right now.
Yeah, I like that air dodge into the ledge with Wolf there, but he needs to close out this stock. He isn't really doing any combos. He's just going for raw hits. Oh, one more hit at the top.
Careful.
Yeah, that's it. Oh no.
It's a 2-0 for Cairo Void.
Yeah, he just
With the
cleaned up
humongous
right there.
brain. Humongous brain play.
He said, "What do you know about counterpicking?" Oh my goodness. Is that the end of the set already?
That is.
Yeah,
that
this is
was quick.
2-0.
That's the end? Oh
And
my
that is
think
gonna
every
be,
set- Pretty sure every set that we watched was a 2-0.
That was awesome.
Really?
Great games today. And that is also going to be the end of our stream today. If you just jumping in, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching the GDOE Varsity Esports League, where you catch Super Smash Bros. Ultimate high school action for the entire month of May, culminating in our playoffs at the end of the month. We will see you guys on Wednesday and Friday this week, 6 p.m., where you can catch me 6 and 7, as well as next week's games. And today's match, I believe Okkodo clinched that.
Yeah,
correct?
that is JFK.
Oh, I'm sorry. JFK clinched that 2-1. So we will see you guys next time.